picture this. It's 2 a.m. You're walking the dog, a little creeped out maybe by how quiet it is. Then, bam, a streak of light right across the sky.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and you're dying to know, was that a drone, a satellite, or something, well, weirder?
Right.
But your usual sources, useless.
It used to be that way for everybody, yeah. But that's kind of where SIGHTER comes in. It's causing a stir because it might actually be the answer everyone's been waiting for.
So it's more than just another, like, UFO or, I guess, UAP reporting app, right?
Yeah.
It's like a network of mobile, real-time UAP detectors, but in everyone's pocket. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sounds almost too good to be true, honestly.
Right. And that's exactly what we are diving into today, the tech behind SIGHTER. Is it truly revolutionary or is it just hype? We'll unpack how it works and discuss if it really does have what it takes to change the game for UAP detection.
Okay, so let's say that 2.0 a.m. scenario actually happens. I see something strange in the sky. I whip out my phone, open SIGHTER. Then what?
Well, you would report your sighting, right? But this is where SIGHTER really differentiates itself. See, instead of just logging your location and the time, SIGHTER asks you to point your phone at the object.
Interesting. But wouldn't that be pretty imprecise? It's like it's over there, somewhere over there?
You'd think so. But it's more about the angle and using multiple data points. So the app takes those directional readings from your phone and combines them with reports from other users who are nearby.
Hold on. Other users are seeing this too. So it's like a real-time UFO watch party.
Exactly. So imagine this, right? A few other SIGHTER users in your area, they also witness the strange object. They report it through the app, each one pointing their phone, giving their best guess on distance. Now you've got multiple reference points coming in. SIGHTER takes those individual pieces of data and then uses algorithms to cross-reference and validate everything.
So even if my perception of distance is totally wrong, SIGHTER can use the data from other users to kind of refine the UAP's location.
You got it.
That's cool.
Think of it like this. You're essentially creating a 3D understanding of this UAP event, almost like a live crime scene investigation, but with multiple witnesses.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's wild. And this is where that non-obviousness thing comes in that I keep hearing about.
Right. Precisely. The way that SIGHTER blends these elements, the crowdsourced data, the triangulation of location, that's what makes it more than just another app. It had to offer something genuinely new in order to be granted a patent. And this real-time multi-user approach, that is it.
So instead of just, grainy photos and blurry videos, we might actually be getting really detailed location data on these UAPs. And all because people are pointing their phones at the sky.
It's not just about location, though.
Okay.
That's a huge part of it, yeah. But SIGHTER is also designed to analyze things like movement and behavior. So combining data from multiple users who are all seeing the same event, but from different angles, that's how you get a really dynamic 3D model of the UAP's trajectory.
Okay, that is what I call an upgrade. So we're not just seeing where it was, but where it's going and how it's moving. And that's all thanks to a bunch of people with their phones. I mean, that is seriously cool.
And here's where it gets even cooler. It's not just passively collecting data. SIGHTER has this adaptive alert system, and it's a game changer.
All right, you got to tell me more about this. What's so adaptive about it?
Okay, so imagine you are near a potential UAP sighting, right? You're out for that dog walk again. SIGHTER, using your location data, it detects your proximity and sends you an alert. It's like, hey, we need your help. Can you see this object? What's it doing?
So SIGHTER is basically recruiting people in real time to be on, like UFO watch. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that lead to a ton of notifications, though?
That's the beauty of the adaptive part.
Okay.
It's not just sending out these mass alerts to everyone, right? It's very targeted. It's focused on the users who are most likely to provide valuable on-the-ground data.
So it's analyzing data as it's coming in for anything that looks unusual.
Yeah.
And it's like, quick, get me someone over there with a phone.
Exactly.
It's like having a network of on-call UAP investigators or something like that.
Yeah, it's collaborative anomaly detection, but on a whole new level.
Yeah.
And it's all powered by this understanding that tech, it's most effective when it works with human observation, not just based on it.
I like that. Humans and their tech.
Yeah.
Working together to solve the mysteries of the universe. But how do we know these sightings are legit? I mean, people see weird stuff in the sky all the time, right?
Right. Not every flashing light is an alien spaceship.
Right.
And that's where SIGHTER'S data validation and filtering process comes in. That's why that human element is so crucial.
Okay, so how does it, sort the real deal from the weather balloons and rogue drones and all that?
Well, remember those targeted alerts that we talked about?
Yeah.
Once those users report back, SIGHTER doesn't just stop there. It'll start asking more specific questions to figure out if it's something truly unexplained.
Okay, give me an example. Like, what kind of questions are we talking about?
Let's say there are multiple reports of a bright light moving erratically. SIGHTER might then ask those users, is the object making any sound? Does it appear to be changing shape? Can you actually see, like wings or rotors?
Ah, so it's like a live Q&A during a potential UFO sighting.
Right.
Crowdsourcing information to figure out if this really is the real deal, or I guess if it isn't.
Yeah.
That's really clever. I bet that weeds out a lot of the, the more obvious explanations.
Exactly. Like if everyone's reporting flashing lights and blinking red lights, chances are it's probably just a drone, right?
Yeah.
Not an alien spaceship. SIGHTER is designed to really use that collective intelligence, that wisdom of the crowd.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, a group is much less likely to be fooled than, just one person, even if they're seeing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So we've got this app that can potentially identify UAPs in real time. We haven't even, I feel like, touched on the bigger picture yet. This technology, this has got to have applications beyond just looking for UFOs.
But
Right?
you are absolutely right. Think of it this way, right? SIGHTER, at its core, is a really powerful tool for real-time data collection and analysis. And that doesn't really matter where that data is coming from.
Okay, I'm ready to have my mind blown here. Give me some
Yeah.
examples.
Okay, well, imagine using a SIGHTER-like system, but to track the spread of wildfires. So you've got people on the ground and they're reporting what they're seeing. They could report the fire's location, how fast it's moving, any obstacles that might be in its path.
That would be invaluable for first responders. And it wouldn't just stop there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could use it for search and rescue missions. You could track the migratory patterns of animals. You could monitor for environmental changes. The list just goes on and on.
Exactly, yeah. It's like taking the principles of citizen science, right? And then you're giving it this incredible technological boost. And it really democratizes data collection in a way we just haven't seen before.
It is really exciting stuff. So to kind of wrap things up here, if our listener takes away just one thing from all of this, what should it be?
I think it should be that SIGHTER, it's not just about chasing lights in the sky, right?
Right.
It really represents a huge leap forward in how we collect and understand information about the world around us, and who knows what we'll uncover with this kind of technology at our fingertips.
And that is where we'll have to leave it for today. But of course, that doesn't mean your own exploration has to end here. What other possibilities do you think this kind of real-time collaborative technology could open up? The answer might be a lot closer than you think.